everybody loves a nostalgia hit, and the boomers are going to be rejoicing when we register Survival of the Fittest for this Vintage League. Okay, here we go. Welcome back, vintage gamers. This one is a blast from the past, Survival of the Fittest. The last time I played this card on the channel was over 2 years ago. And one of my favorite decks, actually. These Squee Survival Bazaar decks are quite enjoyable for me. And I saw that Sean was working on one in the Discord, and I got inspired. So these are the kind of decks that do really well when the format is talking about doing creature, bazaar, workshop kind of things, and do very poorly when the format is doing too much combo. Right now in leagues anyways, I've seen a whole hell of a lot of Mono White Initiative and Lurrus and Bazaar and Dredge. So if we can face a metagame that looks something like that, I would be pretty happy. Whereas if we face a metagame that looks something like Doomsday, PO, even Jewel, when we have Collector Roof, but Jewel is still not a good matchup, I wouldn't think. So you want to kind of dodge that half of the metagame. That being said, we do some cool, grindy graveyard things. I kind of separated the deck where the core parts of the deck are on this left side here, and then our big toolbox is on the right. So we are a Bazaar of Baghdad deck, and we are mainly looking to do the Vengevine Hollow One strategy of play Hollow Ones and Root Wallas for free to return Vengevine. In this setup, we are going to play a bunch of Squeeze. I don't know if 4 is the right number of Squeeze, but 4 is a good number to start with. Combos really well with your Bazaar of Baghdad and your Survival of the Fittest. We're going to add some Deathrite Shamans for mana, and then basically the rest of the deck, besides, the mana parts of this deck, we're going to play a Survival of the Fittest toolbox package with a bunch of things that are interesting to grab with the survival that synergize with our red-green game plan. So we have Fury, which we can use to remove some creatures. It works pretty well with the Squee, even though the red count is very low. The first Fury is really powerful, whereas if you start to play more of them, they can kind of be clunky in your hand. We have a Disciple of Freyalise, which is basically just there so that we can be able to tutor an actual land card with our survival. We have a Hogak at the top end here. At least one tutorable Hogak that we can just cast as the top end. I have a Twin Shot Sniper we're going to try out. This is a 2 mana uncounterable, deal 2 damage to any target. This could be quite good against something like an opposing Deathrite Shaman or a Bowmaster. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. 2 damage is kind of a low number right now in Vintage, but we'll see how it plays. I'm going to try out a Detective's Phoenix, mostly because it's a cool card and I haven't played with it. You can discard this and then bestow it later to give something flying and haste. If we can make a flying hasty Hogak in this league, I would be quite happy. We've got an Endurance, tutorable, nuke the graveyard for 0 mana. Very, very important to have the first Endurance. I don't know how many extra Endurances we want to play. That's a big question here. The first Elvish Spirit Guide is very powerful. I think the second Elvish Spirit Guide is also powerful. If we come to a point where we see ourselves wishing we had 2 Elvish Spirit Guides, I would not be surprised. Mostly because it allows you to do some more powerful turns with Survival of the Fittest. Putting like a Root Walla to the yard and tutoring an Elvish Spirit Guide so you can put like another Root Walla to the yard, or putting like a Vengevine to the yard to get a Hollow One is really important. I'm worried that we don't have enough Elvish Spirit Guides. I think 2 is the number that I was looking for, but we'll try 1 this time around. I'm going to play one of the new Keen Eye Curators. The Raccoon Scout is basically a big Scavenging Ooze. It's a 3/3. It can exile any kind of card from a graveyard. So this can hit artifacts, which Scavenging... sorry, not Scavenging Ooze. The Third Shaman can't hit artifacts. Scavenging Ooze can hit any kind of card. But the big plus side of Keen Eye over Scavenging Ooze is instead of gaining life, if you get 4 different card types with the Keen Eye Curator, it becomes a 7/7 Trampler, which is extremely large. This card is quite good. You've probably seen it mostly in Absorbent 3 decks, but I actually think this card should be seeing a bunch of play inside of the Lurrus Deathrite Shaman deck. This card is not seeing enough Vintage play for how good I actually think it is. Obviously, green casting cost is prohibitive, but we have 2 different kinds of Deathrite Shaman decks in the format, and I would like to see this card see a little bit more play. Outland Liberator is in my opinion, the best disenchant green creature at the moment. There are some other options, of course. Chat brought up Mass Vandal, which can exile a One Ring. I'm going to go with Outland Liberator. I think it is simply cream of the crop, especially when it can turn into a Trigon Predator. I have 2 Collector Roofs in the main and 2 Collector Roofs in the board. That could be the wrong number. It could be something as high as 4 and 0. It could be something as low as 1 and 3. Not 100% sure. And then we're going to try to play 1 Elvish Reclaimer as a way to be able to tutor up Bazaar of Baghdad and Gaia's Cradle when we need it. Playing that instead of the 4th Deathrite Shaman. So we cut down quite a large number of cards in our toolbox to make our deck work. Some of the cards that we cut were Ravager, which is a madness, discard hand, draw some cards, and Ox, which is an escape, discard hand, draw some cards. I still want them in my arsenal so that I can bring them in for like some dead cards like Collector Roof against Lurrus. But I feel like it's a little bit overboard to play them in the main when you have access to the Squee Graveyard Engine. Besides that, in the sideboard, I have some extra cards that we already have in the main that I want to have access to more of them, and some cards like Wasteland and Besage You to help us deal with pesky Bazaars and other cards. Only 2 Vigor. I was thinking about it. We had 4 Vigor at the start of this, and I'm just not sure that there's a deck that you really want Vigor against. Dredge always wants Vigor because it's going to hit all the different kinds of Graveyard Hate, but I don't think we are going to be boarding in Vigor for Graveyard Hate super often. I think we would rather just try to play through it. That's my assumption. And it's not like there are good decks to force a Vigor right now. It's not really great to force a Vigor Jewel. They already resolved a Jewel trigger, that's really bad for you. If they resolve a One Ring, that doesn't die to force a Vigor. It can be okay against the Lurrus PO decks, but that's not even that good against them. They can rebuy things. They can PO in response. There's a lot of different things that can go wrong. So I'm not actually sure this format with, very little mud shops. I guess there's a CRK deck running around, but I think Vigor might be at an all-time low in terms of non-dredge playability. So that's what we're going to try out today. Like I said, there are lots of ways to build this deck. You're building a toolbox deck. You have lots of choices. These are the ones we're going to go with this time. They might be even wrong for this league, and then we'll change them out for a different time. So I will see you in round 1. All right, so we have immediately theoretically hit our bad section of the metagame with a Doomsday player. We are on the play, and we do have some reasonable outs to Doomsday that involve usually bizarre Hollowine draws, so we'll try to hit that. But so far, not a good look. Oh, actually, it looks like it might be a Lurrus reveal. So we actually dodged Doomsday. I know that Nash was playing Doomsday in the last league, but that is a revealed Lurrus. Could be a Lurrus PO deck for what it's worth. This hand looks quite bad to me. We do have the cool 3 green 1-drops on turn 1, but I think I'd rather put this back for something a little bit more powerful. Definitely don't want to draw too many toolbox cards in our hands. This one does not have not finding a Bazaar and not finding a Survival is definitely not what we want to see. No way to discard our Vengevine here. Doesn't really give us much to work with. Gonna have to mulligan again, which you definitely don't want to do against Lurrus, but definitely our most keepable hand. I would rather put the Strip Mine and a Fetch Land back and keep my Deathrite Shaman Hollow One. Yeah, I just don't think that the 7-card hand was good enough. I understand. I mean, did it have a second mana? Or, like, I'm not sure it actually had a second. I guess it had a Strip Mine that you could use. Yeah. I'm not thrilled. I think it was worth at least trying for something better on 7. If it was like a 6-card hand, then maybe I would have kept. But yeah, I'm gonna play out my whole hand and call it a day. I'm not gonna play out my whole hand and call it a day. I need to discard more cards. So is it better to play a Deathrite Shaman, or is it better to play a Collector Roof? Probably a Deathrite Shaman. But that does mean we're using Black Lotus for just Deathrite Shaman. Oh, I just forgot because we went to freaking 5 cards. That's the real problem there. Lotus Petal? Is there any world where this Hollow One is worse than playing Oof and Deathrite together? Well, I'm not pitching the Lotus. I want to use the Lotus right now. Because I want to play cards right now. I really do want to play my cards this turn. If we empty our hand, we can activate Bazaar in our upkeep to try to hit squeeze. I wonder if there's a world where I can play Deathrite and Collector Roof instead of playing Hollow One. Well, the shaman makes mana is usually the what I would say, but I'll try it. I'll give it a go. We got our Black Lotus Forced. It's kind of an interesting choice. If it was negation, oh, we got double forced. Okay. I was gonna say negation on Lotus makes a lot of sense. How many spells am I actually going to play? But force on oh well. Yep. Okay. Wish I had a Deathrite Shaman in my hand, chat, instead of a Collector Roof. They pitched a Spell Pierce and a Probe. I mean, this is kind of the problem of ever mulliganing your hand against Lurrus. There's like a lot of upside to just keeping medium 7s against Lurrus. But we get Bowmastered, Frogged. Either of them beat us. Well, I think the Echo Baron list can play every blue fetch land because it doesn't play any basics, right? I feel like I would rather just play a Deathrite Shaman than play an Oof here. I want this mana still. I'm getting mental misstepped. Okay. I mean, the good news is we didn't get Bowmastered or Frogged, right? Oh, am I getting pushed? Oh. Okay. They have one card left. Time for draw Treasure Cruise. They also can buy Lurrus here. Ooh, Grixis Breach looks like. Well, that's why I wanted to keep the Mox online. But my Dryad Arbor did die, so. Currently, the Lurrus is not game-breaking on us. It's just a 3/2 lifelinker. What would be game-breaking is a Delve spell or an Ancestral. Vexing Bauble is certainly okay. We do a lot of free spells in this game thing. Oh, there is a basic island. Okay. Lurrus. They can loop Vexing Bauble now. So that's a problem. That's a Bazaar. Yeah, I think I'm priced into... Well, I can't play a Hollow One, so maybe I'm not. I have to wait at least one turn. The only thing I can play is a Deathrite Shaman, right? And I already have 2 down. Yeah, just Cracking Bauble for loops. Yeah, the Bauble draw does look really bad for me, considering they now have a looping Lurrus draw. I also can't beat that. Oh, I can't resolve Death. I was gonna say I could do Flash Root Wallas, but there's a Vexing Bubble, so I cannot do Flash Root Wallas. Sag. I don't feel like oofing. I mean, sure, Ancestral. Okay, all right, give me out. Yeah. Don't know. I definitely, our first 7-card hand would have been a little bit better against what they had going on in that game. I'm gonna take so unfortunately, I'm actually not boarding out oofs in this matchup if my opponent is on if we're seeing red. Maybe we still are. Don't like Fury here. I think I'll rely on Twin Shot for the guy. Endurance. I don't know. I don't want to over-index into anti-breach cards. I don't actually think I want Reclaimer. This doesn't feel like a Phoenix matchup. Yeah, I'm just trying to get like I don't know if so we have a problem. Can we ever beat a Psychic Frog? The answer is just no, right? Maybe we do need the Pyroblasts. We simply just can't beat a Psychic Frog, right? These wastelands look really bad here. Sure, we can go wide. True. True. I think I want access. I don't actually think I want access to a strip mine. I'm gonna bring in the Greenlands and take out these wastelands. Fury and after damage seems like an incredibly bad play. All right, let's try this. A little bit more robust. Well, the deck can't cast Pyroblast. Like it's not that Pyroblast is bad. It's just that Pyroblast is not castable. I also think it's like not good enough to be just killing Fury or just killing whatever. So I could technically play the Oof on turn 1. I just want to cast. I want to activate this Bazaar. So that's a Root Walla. I would need to play another creature, which I can't. So I guess I will hold the Root Walla, and I'll bin Vengevine, and I'll bin Ox, and I'll bin Rayleigh's. Led with Survival? Why? It's not like they're going to keep in Spell Pierce versus me. If anything, I was going to lead on Oof. So I'm just looking for a Hollow one or a Root Wall to return Vengevine. Because I can play an Oof. I missed. It's quite unfortunate. I mean, if they just counter my Oof, it's super bad for me. Yeah, I guess we just have to settle for the double Vengevine. I was looking for a little bit more than this, chat. I understand that we can do the Vengevines. If this Oof gets forced, it is quite bad for us still. The Vengevines are going to get outsized by the Saga tokens. Yeah. I don't think this wins is the problem. This just loses to Saga, right? I guess this makes a 3-3 currently, so at least trades. That does threaten lethal, actually, which is quite interesting. I think it's better than playing another card here. Is it better than playing a card if we're trading construct token, though? It's better to try to resolve survival, I think. And try to threaten another Vengevine activation on the next turn. I guess they can probably go for a Graveyard Hate, but... So they could go, like, make a construct, get a Soul Guide Lantern. They got a Lotus? Does it mean we're dead to a Breach here? The only reason they get a Lotus means we're dead, right? Oh, play 2 frogs. I see. I think that means we can win with a survival, right? Well, maybe that just goes too wide. So I have 3 green mana, so I can turn a Keen Eye into a Vengevine, and then I can discard a Vengevine for a Root Walla, and then I can discard a Root Walla for a Hogak, and that would return 2 Vengevines. 1, 2, 3, 4, and play a Hogak. Not if we want to return 2 Vengevines. But you could do the same play and put a Phoenix in the yard, but then I would need to have extra mana, I believe. So I think I am good here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in my yard. So I will go, not that. I will discard my Keen Curator and get a Vengevine. And I will discard my Vengevine and get a Root Walla. Green Root Walla, very importantly. And then I will discard my Root Walla. Actually, they can, if they have a removal, they could kill it in response, which is kind of funny. I guess I don't know if like a Hogak is actually better here than getting a Hollow One, because a Hollow One gives me an attack with 3 Vengevines. But a Hogak actually threatens lethal, and I'm still attacking with 2 Vengevines. I think a Hogak is better. I'm not going to Bazaar with an active Bowmaster here. That would be a bad play. And then every turn we can do these survival things if we draw a creature. I don't think we could do a Hogak. So I guess if we had gone first one Root Walla, second one Hogak, third one... No, so I couldn't. I was 1 mana short of Phoenixing. Druid Ancestral off the top. That's a good one. But they probably don't have any. It's one of the big reasons to go Hogak is they probably don't have any removal spells that kill a Hogak because they're probably playing Fatal Push, Dismember, Red Removal. So I think Hogak is the way to secure that victory. I'm really surprised my opponent went Black Lotus to play their 2 threats instead of anything else. I think I do want the first Fury. I'm actually kind of worried about these Ox and Ravagers against like Bowmaster there. I do still like the idea of Keen Eye here though, and I definitely want to have this and this. I'm like a little less sure that I care about Oof now though. Trying to go find this list here. 4 Frog, 2 Breach, bringing in 1 Soul Guide Lantern. Could get Rav Trap, theoretically. Bolt. 3 Pyro main. That's crazy. They must have had so many dead cards in game 1 and then still won anyways. Bobble, Pedal. Take out 1. I don't think I need 4 oofs here is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I didn't even have Phoenix in the deck. That's funny. That's true. I don't think Phoenix is good. No. But they don't actually have that much graveyard removal, so maybe it's fine. I'm just gonna take it out. Pretty sure we have to keep this hand. Played around that real well, though I can't cast my Hogak through that. Twin Shot looks pretty good here. Oh, I can't play that card. You're right. Didn't play around that very well. Too funny. I'm just thinking about other stuff. I just challenge check it. You got to make sure it works. Got to keep them on their toes. Saga Gaming. Blech. Spellbomb. Saga Gaming's quite good here. Well, I can't cast the Hogak, right? We determined that this should counter it every time, no matter what, I believe. If you can cast it, then it's a problem. Okay, so I can do Rootwalla. Oh, there's no justification for Justin playing bad. I appreciate the effort though. I'm gonna play the Rootwalla and then I'm gonna play the Squee. Unfortunately, I just think that we might just lose to this saga because we don't have our tutor for our Outland Liberator at the moment. And I did cut all the Wastelands because I just don't think Wasteland's very good here. This is kind of a frustrating part about 1 saga instead of 4 sagas. When there's 4 sagas, you can very easily build a metagame for it. When there's 1 saga, it's not really worth metagaming for. And then you just get caught without an answer. I'm currently lagging a lot. I don't know what's going on, but it's not good for me. All right, I'm gonna eat this Delta, maybe. If Magic Online lets me. It is. It's much easier to play verse if it's a 4 of. I don't think that's like a controversial statement. I mean, this is kind of what I was experiencing before the big before the big lag problem. We did cast our squee. It makes mana. It's very important. All right, my opponent's about to make things that drastically outsize me. Maybe I'll draw the outlet. Oh no! It's so good. It's gonna get countered. They're gonna crack the bobble and force it. So I should just cast it with the cradle, I think. All right. I will play an Outland Liberator. I guess it's not the end of the world if they crack their bobble, because then we have action for Hogak. I wish I had not put the Mox in my... I guess the Mox doesn't help cast Hogak anyways if it's in my hand. Sully, it's called putting the cards in your deck so you can draw them. Jeez. Force removes the same number of constructs as Killing Saga. I don't think that's true. They're going to make it removes one of two constructs instead of... Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. You're right. You right. They cracked the bobble. We're free, chat. And they forced the Outland Liberator. Can I cast Hogak? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am short 1. Is there anything I can do to cast Hogak? Nothing, right? Did I mess up then? Should I have... I can't do anything else besides pump the Rootwalla now? I can't use mana to play Hogak, so I guess I could channel my sniper and hope they don't crack the thing in response. It's kind of asking for a lot, but... Oh, they didn't crack in response. God bless. God bless. Oh, I need green. That is so lucky. I feel like that play is not very good. I'm not sure I would make that play. It's asking for so much. It worked, but was it worth it to swing and see if they make a token and block? I don't think so. What am I swinging with? Just the Rootwalla? I guess we could have done that. But then I don't have the mana to... I guess if I use the Deathray Shaman and the Taiga to be able to pump... Yeah, I could see me playing that turn technically badly. Used the bobble to counter our Mox so that we could cast Hogak. Yep, that's it. You figured it out. You saw my thinking ahead. The good news is my opponent is making a construct here, which means they're not like Black Lotus killing us, which is good. Next turn we can actually cast Vengevine. Yeah, I can see lots of ways where I could have maybe played that turn better. Oh, never mind. We are no longer casting Vengevine. My bad for saying such frivolous things. Oh, they just have the Black Lotus. So they almost have Lurrus for Recursion here. But I do have a Hogak, so... is it a Bowmaster? Whoa! Feed the Swarm on my Hogak! Activate Bobble, get rid of the Hogak. And a Tormod's Crypt. Uh-oh. Chat, we're currently losing. And I did tell chat I was not going to bring in a black source for my Deathray Shaman, by the way. So there are no black sources in my deck besides other Deathray Shamans. Wait. This thing's a 3/3 again, so I can attack. God bless. I think we're suddenly losing. This has got to be the one way my opponent can actually kill a Hogak. I guess my opponent can eat their own graveyard in response, but I think that's fine. They're just gonna trade? All right, well, that can't be right. There's just no chance that's correct. Maybe they just have Underworld Breach kill me here. I mean, they do have Lurrus. They can buy Lurrus. Next turn, they can start looping Lurrus. Like, I'm not beating that either. This Deathlight Shaman is not a keen-eyed curator, so I can't eat the artifacts at the moment. A Bazaar might be a reasonable draw, though. I guess not really with Tormod's Crypt in play. Forest. All right. This looks bad, chat. This looks quite bad. I can't believe we're going to lose this game. Thought we had it. This is withdrawing the Outland Liberator. All right. Well, now they have Spellbomb loops, Bobble loops. Mana, maybe? An Ox. I'm not really close to casting an Ox from this spot. All right. Not great. Not ideal. I think we're dead. We're not cracking the bobble? Interesting. I guess I can just do it later. We don't win the long game. That's just a lie. Why are you lying to my chat? Look at the board. We have the most powerful creature ever printed, and it's not Squee. All right, I guess we're looping the spell bomb instead of the bauble. Sure, protect themselves from a possible black loaded or bizarre draw, maybe. We do want to just draw lands that produce mana. That's actually quite good here. that's not bad. Yeah, there have been worse cards. This is game 3, chat. It is game 3. It's not a good sign. Yeah, I mean, if we can get to 4 mana, a Bowmaster. No, my Squee. Baby, come back. Oh, they're not even gonna kill the Squee. Come on. Not even a Squee. Like I can block. That's just disrespectful. They have a Fatal Push. Demonic Tutor for a Fatal Push. Sag. I guess they could go for a Twister and then Twister on the next turn. It's probably pretty good too. I don't know. Fatal Push is probably equally winning, right? What about Fury? What about it? I boarded a Fury, right? Yo, a Fury is real good here. Oh no, it's not, because there's a Vexing Bauble. Sad, Justin. Oh, so unfortunate. Elvish Spirit Guide. Don't mind if I do. Freaking Vexing Bauble, man. All right. Boom, 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 boom. That's a Vengevine. So I can technically threaten lethal with this attack, but they just double block my Collector if it's not very good for me. So just a Vengevine. Get in there, baby. Somehow I don't think I'm beating the Time Twister. They could just block with a Bowmaster and replay the Bowmaster as well. So it's not exactly working out for me. Because I had to use the Deathrite Shaman to play the Vengevine. All right, they definitely got Twister if that's their block. If that's their block, it means we're getting twisted. Can we win if we get twisted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. That's a lot of Tormod scripts. That's kind of crazy. That's so many Tormod scripts. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I need to draw. Nope. I actually can't return anything because there's this Tormod script. Time Walk! Oh, what is it like? What is it like? Oh, replay the bobble. They should print Vexing Bobble with English text on it, you know? The fact that it's foreign language at all times, it just makes it unreadable. I don't think I have the counterplay. It does seem no, demonic tutor. Oh, give me out. I'm out. I saved myself. All right. Try again. I got an oof, a root walla, and a fury that I can't use against possible sphere shops. I don't like this hand very much. I want to get like a bizarre hollow one hand or this. This seems playable. I don't exactly know how we play it, but it does seem playable. It might just be bottom. What do I want to bottom? Do I want to bottom the Gak? I could just play turn one survival. I don't think turn one survival against a possible wasteland is good here though. And I'm worried that we won't have enough activations for our Deathrite Shaman. So I think I'm gonna put the second Deathrite Shaman back. I'm gonna go with just fetch land Deathrite Shaman to start. If my opponent is on background sphere shops, it makes a lot more sense. I guess I could go basic forest. If I do that, do I get what kind of sphere shops were they last seen on? Oh, they were on crawling trawlers with wasteland one strip mine. I think we're getting basic forest anyways. I think we probably still play the Deathrite Shaman. Okay, Ancient Tomb. Mox. Soul Ring. 4. 3 ball. Ugh. Don't like that. Why'd you say land, please? You gotta be more specific than that, man. Still probably good, though. With Squee. It's probably correct. Can't play anything. Would I rather keep the Dryad Arbor and throw away my Root Walla? I guess I can technically cast my Root Walla. I just don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to throw away my Root Wallow. And then I'm going to cast the Survival, because then I can change a Squee into a Frailes, probably. Makes... I think I'm supposed to cast the Survival. I'm in trouble, though. Foundry Inspector? It's not very good here. Doesn't actually reduce anything. They have the Wasteland. Are they going to wasteland this? They're not going to wasteland this. It's really large. Trinisphere is a problem. Vengevine. This Wasteland's a problem, too. Maybe I'm just supposed to activate Bazaar. I have 2 things to put in my yard already. I need 3 actual mana and all of the conditions to play Hogak, right? How does Hogak and Trinisphere work? Because it says I can't spend mana to cast this spell, but then this requires me to cast 3 for 3 mana. I actually don't know how that exactly works. I assume I would have to pay all the costs of Hogak and then pay 3 additional mana on top of it. But I don't know. It's kind of a question for Andy, actually. I don't know how that exactly works. All right. Trinisphere does not affect Hogak because Delve and Convoke are treated as alternative ways to pay mana. Oh. Okay. That's good news. That means we can just cast a Hogak and save ourselves this game. I think another Root Wall has to go to the yard. So Hogak, if I play a Dryad Arbor, I have 1, 2, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't play it this turn. But I probably want to be able to activate Survival. And get a Frailes with my Root Wall. Well, I don't want to play the Dryad Arbor and get it wastelanded, though. That's the problem, because I think the Dryad Arbor is my key to casting Hogak. But then I'm not activating my Survival, which just can't possibly be right. We could just kill the Trinisphere if we had additional mana, so we could technically get rid of the Dryad Arbor, use the Deathrite Shaman, and hit the hit the Trinisphere. Is that better? Yeah, that might be winning. And then next turn we can return everything. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. Even if we get wastelanded next turn, we still have Root Wallows. So I think this is good. I'm waiting on the Beseju so I can, act like I'm holding up Deathrite Shaman, not give them a basic if they have a basic. That's so bad for me. Yeah, I mean, that's totally an option. Everything's so bad for me now. Oh, I mean, a single Hogak was saving me though. Like it actually was saving me. We have like ways to beat the Nettlecyst later too. Like it's not like they're getting a ton more artifacts every turn either. Like I think we were actively winning if my opponent didn't top deck one of these two cards. Am I still supposed to kill the Trinisphere? Does it really help me anymore though? I can bring back a bunch of Vengevines still, but it's like not very good. I think if it was a single one of these two cards, I'm winning, but both of them combined is too much. I'm gonna play it out though. I mean, the good news is I didn't unlock them from Trinisphere, or else they would have murdered me. All right, so I'm gonna hit this Trinisphere, and then I'll bring back Squee. Fetch is good. So how many I can return a bunch of Vengevines, right? I can also get an Outland Liberator to kill something. Like maybe I can't play the Outland Liberator right away though, right? I really need to like kill a Crucible or a Vexing Bauble, but I can't do it fast enough at the moment. Oh, I should have killed this Trinisphere during the attack step. I don't remember if they played their things or not. Could have saved a life. So, how many Vengevines can we get here? I can turn a Rootwalla into a Vengevine, turn a Vengevine into a Vengevine, a Vengevine into a Vengevine, a Vengevine into another Rootwalla. Bring back all 4 Vengevines. Does that win? That might just win. Because we don't die on the swing back. I think that's just winning. Because I can use the Bazaar. Okay, so if I just discard... Does it matter which one I discard? This automatically gets us a spell. I don't think it matters. Discard a Rootwalla, cast it, and I get countered. Getting a Vengevine. Discarding a Vengevine. Oh, I don't get all of them, huh? I can only get 3. I can only get 3 because I need to make sure that I get something that I can cast. Still might be good enough. Unless I did this wrong. It's possible I did this wrong. Is it better to get a... Yeah, it's better to get a Rootwalla, get a red one. I'd rather have a Deathrite Shaman than another red Rootwalla, unless I want to return Vengevines next turn. But I can always get more with the survival, so... Yeah. I think that's fine. So I attack for 12. I think this is just winning. Who said I was losing? I mean, they can draw like another Nettlecyst or something, but... Oh, I guess... Can I attack with all three? Could they swing back and kill me if they drew 2 artifacts somehow? But they would have to sack Bobble to do that, in which case they would lose 1. It's like all about drawing another Nettlecyst. I think I need to attack their life total. If I attack with just this and they take 8 and they go to 6, or they can trade and then they only go to 10 and we're not hitting. I mean, we can return more next turn. I don't see a non-Nettlecyst way they can get an additional 2 damage this turn. Unless they have like a Ballista in their deck. So I'm going to attack with all of them. I guess I could leave one back and block. But I think it's better to attack the life total. This looks really good. I guess I get double Wastelanded. I can only activate Survival twice. But they have to block. I get a Squee back. So if I discard, I can return. I can cast Gak. I just need to return 1 Vengevine, right? Oh wait, can I do the Phoenix? Can I do the Phoenix, chat? Can we win with the Phoenix? I really want to win with the Phoenix. What does it cost? It's 1 red, and then you have to exile 6 mana worth of cards. What does it cost, chat? Someone help. I want to win with the Phoenix instead. Because I can play Phoenix through Bobble. And it counts as casting. Bestow is casting. Red, bestow, collect evidence, pay this, and you exile cards. It gains haste and flying. I want to do that. I want to do that. It's not casting? Ooh. Oh, wait. I don't have enough mana to do that. Oh, wait. I can cast with Bestow from my hand. Oh, I don't have to cast it from the graveyard? Oh, what? Okay, yeah, sick. That's exactly how I thought this worked. Wait, no, I need to actually do something that's worth 6, huh? All right, I'll do Hogak. Boom! Yes! All right, this league is worth it. I definitely thought I had screwed up because I thought I had to put it in my yard to bestow it. But I can't bestow it from my yard. Oh, no, I can. I may cast it using its bestow ability from my yard. Cool. Boom! 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 Okay, that's like... Yep. That's a Wednesday night. You can just cast it from your hand. My bad. All right, so this is the matchup where I said this matchup doesn't exist. So I don't need 4 vigors, and then my opponent immediately queued into me, and I need 4 vigors. But I have some good cards here. Vigors, Beseiju, Wasteland. I kind of like the idea of like Ox Fury thingy. I don't know if you need an oof. I don't mind this either. I kind of like everything. So chat, how do I cut cards? How do we cut cards? I feel like my opponent's gonna bring in a bunch of graveyard hate. So maybe some of the graveyard based stuff would be good to cut. But I don't know how much we can cut. How am I gonna bring in 11 cards though? That doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem very likely. Feel like I want all of the cards. I mean, maybe we trim on a squee, and we trim on a. Maybe we don't bring in a second curator. I don't know. These seems huge. Maybe we don't bring in these oofs then. No, I think there were. I think that game you had a lot of choices on how you wanted to play it out, and we chose one of the winning lines. And I think there were other winning lines. I think there were also lots of losing lines. So I kind of want. I don't think I need an endurance. Don't need a squee. Maybe I trim a Vengevine on the draw against this deck. Possibly. Don't know. I have no idea. One oof, maybe. Maybe I don't bring these cards in. 3? All right, whatever. I'm over it, chat. I'm submitting with 63. I have no idea. All right. Well, time to find out if they have ley lines. Shit. No. Bad opponent. Shit. I think I'm supposed to wasteland them. This is why I wanted to trim a bunch of the stuff. Maybe I'll trim everything. No, Saga! I've been punished. That's less than ideal. Oh, hollow one's good, but I don't have to pay 1, right? Banger. Because it already costs -1. All right, I don't want this Vengevine, and I don't want this Squee, and I don't want this second Bazaar. Cast hollow one. Boom! Got him! -6. Watch them play a second Ancient Tomb. Really get me. We could have brought Vengevine back. You were AFK there, Montolio. We got a big old black enchantment in play. Ooh, pay 1 for Mox Emerald. Banger. No land follow-up. Okay. How about another wasteland? How about another wasteland? I did not hit another wasteland. What do I want to do? I can play a Rootwalla with my Foothills. I could activate and use a Spirit Guide to play Rootwalla. I could just cast. Yeah, I'd like to hit a Wasteland here, but it's kind of asking for a lot, isn't it? I guess I could get a Vigor here. This feels like an activate moment. Let's see what happens. Ruby, Deathrite. So I could theoretically dip out on Furies, and I could use a Spirit Guide to play a Ruby and a Foothills to play a Deathrite Shaman. I could Spirit Guide the Rootwalla, red Rootwalla. I just like, if my opponent plays a Nettle Cyst off of like a Soul Ring, like, don't I need to keep my Fury and my Blazing Rootwalla? Is this Deathrite good? Maybe the Deathrite is actually not what we want to be doing. And I can just go Fury, Deathrite, and green Rootwalla away. Elvish Spirit Guide a red Rootwalla. And then, no, that doesn't really make sense. I definitely have regrets here. I'm just like trying to figure out if I need these Furies. I feel like I do. But I also kind of want this Deathrite Shaman. But to play a Deathrite Shaman this turn, I would need... I guess I could pitch the Ruby. What I could do is I could pitch the Ruby and the 2 Rootwallas And then I could go Foothills, Spirit Guide, Deathrite Shaman, Holding Furies. Yeah, I think I like that the most. And I can get a basic forest. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Feels bad, but I can't cast these at all. They'll just stay in madness, I guess. Basic forest, cast this. So this lets me have a hollow one, have a Deathrite Shaman, and have the ability to play a Fury if they play a creature next turn. I think I like this. Yeah. I mean, I could have played my land and played my Root Wallas. This is true as well. I feel like trying to find a Wasteland is the highest power play, but maybe it was too greedy. I could see that. There's a lot of lines there. Again, a lot of choices. We'll see what they choose to do here. Soul Ring, 4 mana, can play a 3-drop. Nettles is a 4/4. Yep. Oh, it's a 5/5. Oh no, this is an enchantment. This powers the net. Oh no. Yeah. That's unfortunate. This stupid leyline pumps the nettle cyst. Okay. Now I regret my decision now. Because these Furies don't actually do anything. I'm not trading this nettle cyst either, so I'm not gonna throw 3 cards into the nettle cyst. Doesn't seem like that would make a lot of sense. If my opponent wants to like attack with a 5/5 and trade, that's fine. But I'm winning on the I'm winning the race if they attack. I think should be. I have another 2-drop. The sphere. Oh, it's a stone coil. Now this thing's a 7/7. I'm gonna need that Force of Vigor and a green card. That's a problem. Yeah, I don't know if my other lines were beating this either, but this certainly isn't beating this. I guess I could draw 2 red cards. If I attack for 4, it puts them to 10. No, I don't think so. If I draw back-to-back red cards, double Fury, it's not very good, but it's a play. Take one more hit before we make a choice. Like I can always play this Root Walla as a blocker. Maybe I should have attacked and played Root Walla as a blocker. That puts them to 10. I go to town to maybe as low as 10 with a block. Oh, I guess they can move the Nettlecyst onto the Stone Coil Serpent. That would be quite bad for me. It does make me actually have to block here, though, doesn't it? Oh, no. I guess killing this doesn't even help me. Does blocking with a Deathrite Shaman make the most sense, then? I can't even make red mana. Oh, I think I lost. I think I played badly and lost. I could hit Outland Liberator. That'd be pretty good. Oh no! No. Okay, fair enough. All right. I've seen enough. Okay, I'm gonna break out more Vengevines, and do I still need so many Root Wallas? I want to bring in this one. And then I want to bring in... Maybe I take out... I only have 1 Outland Liberator. It's kind of a low number of Outland Liberators. I don't think this kills enough stuff. We did see Foundry Inspector. can probably take out another squee. What is this thing? A 2/2 flying haste for 3. I don't want to like overdo it on getting rid of my graveyard cards, but I do think I want to not be graveyard dependent. So let's go like this. Might be overdoing it. I probably should have brought in Mindbreak Traps on the draw there. That would have helped me? No, that wouldn't have helped me. This plays... Yeah, I like this. Come on, play Leyline. Leyline, 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 Leyline. Leyline. Leyline, Multi Leyline. Multi Leyline, Multi Leyline, Multi Leyline, Multi Leyline. Might be hard to get 4 types, actually, for this. They have artifact and lands and creatures. Am I supposed to play Outland Liberator on turn 1 here, or Survival of the Fittest? Probably Outland Liberator, right? Like, what am I actually going to survival for? They mulliganed. Mull to Leyline. Play a Leyline. Go really hard for Leyline and not have anything else. They're still in the mulligan stage of the game. I don't know what's up now. Oh, mold of 5. Come on. Come on. Look how cute this card is. What an adorable raccoon. Yeah, Leyline on a mold of 5. 4-card hand. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. We have successfully played around this by boarding out all of our cards that matter. And just playing green creatures, Absorbent 3 style. If they don't play a spell during a turn, this thing flips. I guess I could technically flip it too, but it seems unlikely. Then it becomes a Trigon Predator. All right, Ancient Tomb. Vexing Bauble. Yeah, man, I'm off it. Don't care. Let's go. Ooh, do I want a Keen Eye Curator or do I want a Wasteland plus Survival? I'm liking Wasteland plus Survival. Maybe make this Outland Liberator flip. I think I'd rather play the Survival than like force flip the Liberator, but they have a Wasteland. But do you have a 0-drop or a 1-drop to play, or am I getting Trigon Predatory? Woo! I think it might happen. Oh, chat! The day has turned to night. Unlucky for my opponent. I can now access my graveyard after I attack. Do I need to? I mean, I can. I still have a Vexing Bauble here. I think I just kill this ley line and play a Curator. That's an enchantment for my raccoon to eat. I got a raccoon and a werewolf. God bless. I just quickly switched to Absorbent 3-dot deck, and now the graveyard doesn't matter. I got dudes. Imagine having to play against a Trigon Predator. I guess if they cast 2 spells, it flips back. Oh, 2 spells, flip back. Nice. Well played, well played. 2 spells, flip back. We are back to the daytime. So I can eat my own creature to make this thing a 7/7. Also, I drew Vigor. What do I want to do? Spells cost 1 more. Lots of choices here. I could Vigor for 3 mana, killing the Patchwork in the Sphere. I could... Is there anything like really worth tutoring for though? Nothing I can play right away anyways. I might as well turn the night into day. And just go for curators and tutors later. I don't have to play a spell this turn, so I probably just shouldn't. They're underneath a sphere. It'll probably be hard for them to cast 2 spells. Oh, I guess they have to cast 1 spell, right? No, they have 2 spells to flip back. We're back to nighttime. And like I can just eat things. I can do whatever I want. All right, so this doesn't flip back the thing. So now I just Vigor their... Nope. Sorry, friend. I was like, I can Vigor the 2 things, pay for it all, untap, kill the sphere, also make my thing a 7/7 trampler and win. Wait, this is lethal. This is lethal. So I have Vigor the 2 creatures for 3 mana, untap. Does any 2 players play a spell? If a player casts no spells during their own turn, if a player casts at least 2 spells, yeah. So I can kill both their creatures, untap, and then I can just eat 3 things from the yard with the thing. And this is a 7/7 trampler, and this is a 3/3 and hit for 10. Ho, ho, ho. Big. All right, round 3 versus Lurrus again. My hand, I just don't have a discard outlet, so it's like hard to keep these hands when you don't have a discard outlet. Do have a Fury, but a mulligan in this hand. This one is a lot better. Let's keep this. Put the endurance of the way. All right. Probably want to get a Bazaar activation in before our opponent Bowmasters us. If they play a Moxen... If they play a Moxen and pass, then we just have to play Fetch Land and pass. We definitely can't afford Bazaar getting activated into a Bowmasters. Oh, Sensei's top. Okay, so it's PO. So we actually want to get this oof online as fast as possible as well. We're probably better off just going for the oof then. They didn't activate Bobble. So they may be trying to set up a kill this turn. They could just find a force, obviously. Yeah, I don't think a hollow one does it. I feel like an oof does a better job against what my opponent is currently doing. See if they have anything though. Can probably... Oh! I lose 3 cards. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just lose a hollow one and a Bazaar and... Do I want to have a Wasteland or a Survival? It's better that they balanced us now than before I got a Dryad Arbor. Actually, I feel like balancing now is crazy. Unless they... Like, balancing now just feels extremely aggressive. I guess I can just get rid of this Wooded Foothills. Wait. Oh, I did all the wrong cards. Chat. I messed up. Balance is the cards you want to keep. Well, I mean, this is still fine. Like, these cards have synergy. It's not the end of the world. It's fine, he said. See, you just had to believe. It was the correct play the whole time. No, I think we're winning. My opponent used the balance. They don't have any more answers. I think we're winning now. They did have a force, though. If they had forced a collector roof, that line would have gone way worse. So I think this actually worked out. Uh-oh. They're going to buy a Lurrus. Okay, maybe we're not beating a Lurrus. They're not buying a Lurrus? All right, upkeep, activate, looking for a squeeze. Found a Vengevine and a Detective Phoenix. Oh, man, I wish I had gotten a Taiga instead of a Dryad Arbor. My bad. All right. Spin. Spin to win. Meticulous Archive, the value. Imagine thinking Meticulous Archive is bad. Couldn't be me. I would never get caught talking bad about Surveil lands. Those cards are broken. All right. My opponent's at 9. They have enough mana to PO. Well, now they don't, but they could still have enough mana to PO. Mox PO. Swords? Swords on my hollow one. This is still gaming. This is still gaming. We have chance. We have a chance. A good draw step here. Returning a Vengevine. Bestow is not casting, chat. It's a bit ability. This says you may cast the Phoenix with the Bestow ability. It's a cast, right? Okay, it's a cast. So, okay. We can keep a Taiga. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Does this kill them with a hasty Root Walla? Oh, it's so close. Oh, the hasty Root Walla. This Dryad Arbor was kind of nice, though. I mean, if they PO, they probably win, right? No, you can't just have PO at 1 life like this. Actually, they have to kill me this turn. They have to go Volt Key or Fourth Aerlingus for 12. We can win. That's not a guaranteed PO. Well, so like the 2 cards, there were 6 cards, right? And they were in 2 packages of 3. So like the Hollow 1 package wasn't terrible. I just thought it was worse than the Collector Roof package. It just so happened that my opponent had a bad lineup against the Hollow 1, but not the Collector Roof. Kind of lucky. Oh, what up with the raid? Welcome, Honorog viewers. Hope you had a good stream. We're playing some vintage Survival of the Fittest Hollowvine Hogak stuff. We are up against PO. So I definitely want these oofs in. The Seiju looks good. Vigor looks good. Fury looks bad. Twin Shot looks bad. I kind of think Wastelands look pretty bad. Gonna keep the strip mine though, so we can tutor for it. And then don't think we need an endurance. The PO version, we probably don't need the scavenging ooze. Maybe we can fit these mind break traps in our deck. Like, the wastelands aren't bad. If we can get the wastelands back in, we probably don't need this Phoenix. It was great that turn to deal more damage, which was nice. But Liberator looks good. Oofs looks good. Everything else seems fine. They're probably not going to hit our graveyard too hard, so we probably want to keep all the graveyard stuff. Reclaimer, I don't think it's better than just putting a wasteland in. I don't think it's worse than putting a wasteland in. So I'm going to keep this like this. Try this. All right. So Lurrus PO on the draw versus Lurrus PO. We've got a survival, no accelerants, 2 root walls and a hollow one. I don't think so. Ah. Yes. I will keep this hand. I accept. Hope we don't get balanced. Last time they balanced me so early. They could have waited till I had creatures and then balanced me. Saga Gaming. Spin to win. I mean, Saga Gaming is pretty bad against Force of Vigor, so I have high expectations for this. Ooh. I still have high expectations for this. If we can draw a green card, I love our spot. Green card in 2, survey says. Love it. I think this Vengevine is better as a Vigor than it is as a 4/4. So I'm going to discard Squee Taiga. And I'm going to cast a hollow one. I'm going to cast a hollow one. I'm going to cast a hollow one. I'm not playing around nothing. Nope. It gets better. My opponent is unhappy, and I am here to inform them it gets better. Am I supposed to leave this Mana Crypt in play, or should I hit the Mana Crypt? Well, let's see if they take damage. They took damage. All right. I'm going to Vigor. I'm still Vigoring the Mana Crypt. It's too good. F6. I think it's too good in PO. Can't leave it. Draw a card. Did you force? Wow. Force blue card. White land balance. Do it. Nope. That's a meticulous archive. 1 point for not me. Spin to Jailer. Sensei's top. Spin to win. We're hitting them to 4. We did lose a Vengevine to do that play. I can still win with a Vengevine here, so probably worth activating. Nothing. I will keep the Yavimaya. Play the fetch land. Attack for 12. It's kind of hard for them to make a construct. Because balance is probably their main out. I guess combo killing me is their main out. Ooh. PO? That's not good for anyone keeping track at home. That is a death. It's not good. I had 3 hollow ones, but 3 hollow ones is nothing in the face of raw combo. PO again? Man. It's almost like POing for 4 and 5 is really good. I cannot imagine I'm winning this game. Fourth Erlingas for 20. Snapcaster. All right, that's a concession. At this point, they are going to draw through their whole deck and kill me in whatever way they see fit. 12 free power, not good enough in Vintage. A true story. A true story. I hit him with the lull back. The Vigor getting forced by the Sensei's top was quite brutal. Because I think if we had hit the Vigor, we would have been fine. Losing. My opponent said losing to your own tech card. Yeah. It did be like that sometimes. Oh, yeah, that is a hand. That is a hand of Magic the Gathering cards. I love it. Would keep again. That is a 7. That is a blessed 7. They're mulliganing to 5 right now. Ah, love this. It's pretty bad against balance, actually. Like land mocks balance, pretty bad against, but don't think I'm playing around that, so. Root Walla, survival. What if I pitch? Nah. Nah. I'm playing it all out. I think if he's playing my list, I cut the Tabernacle, so. All right. I dump my hand. My Hollow One's activated abilities cannot be activated. They have a swords? Yeah, swords. Okay, on the collector roof. Bauble. Second card, bauble. All right. All right. Vengevine. I'll activate. I could. Is Mindbreak Trap ever gonna hit something in this game, or can I just like get the double bazaar going? I feel like I'd rather have double bazaar going, right? All right, chat. You can yell at me if I'm wrong. What? All right. Well, we lost a bunch of damage there. I don't exactly know what happened. I don't know what that was all about. Oh, all right. We might lose the game because of that, though. It's kind of sad. Rip Moto. All right, I'll keep. I'm going to activate these. Looking for squeeze, obviously, and root wallas for Vengevines. Lands for my Deathrite Shaman. There's a squee. There's a root walla, but I didn't hit another root walla, so I'll have to hold that till next turn for it to be good. My opponent said that they're at 14, so my opponent's going to play like that happened, it sounds like. Which in this case, I'm going to go for 7 damage and threaten lethal. Which would be very nice of them, obviously, but see, could also just die. Meticulous Archive time. Well, now I get to F6. See what happens. I think Balance is our worst non-winning spell that could happen to us here. But PO is the worst spell that can kill or like win the game, probably. So let's see. If my opponent doesn't kill me this turn or have an answer, they might concede. We'll see. Don't know. Either way, I think we'll be able to turn the Vengevine next turn, which should be lethal anyways. We'll see if we actually have enough. My opponent's got Yogg-Will, so they can Swords to Plowshares the hollow one. Replay Bauble. They're at 10. They could be at 4 technically. If they took the additional 6, they're at 5. So currently I'm not lethal. So we're gonna return our Squee. And then activate our Bazaar. All right, that returns a Vengevine. All right, they're gonna GG. All right, sweet. All right, so yeah, so my opponent decided to represent the 6 damage that didn't go through on the attack for us. So we have a lethal attack here, which is very nice of them. Obviously, they don't have to do that, but it is a league. So if I didn't take the 6 here, I can do 4, and then I could play this, and I do 7. I can do 8. I can put them to 3, which is not great. I wonder if I was supposed to actually only throw away 1 Root Walla so that I could theoretically hit a Vengevine on the 2nd Root Walla. That kind of sounds like something I should have done, right? Because I have 3 Vengevines I can hit. If I draw 2 cards here, I can't see. But theoretically, I could leave one of the Root Wallas in my hand so I can activate Bazaar again. Because I'm always activating Bazaar again here. Because the worst case scenario, I'm playing a Taiga and pumping, right? So I should probably hold a Root Walla and activate Bazaar again. But yeah, pretty nice little match there. I would suspect that the PO matchup is not particularly great. But Collector Oofs can do some amount of work. Fast Vengevine starts obviously help. But the way I built the PO deck, I would think it's got probably a pretty reasonable matchup against this. Okay, here we go. Round 4. We got CRK. I wonder what brew he's going to be up with now. I know that he was playing my Eldrazi list that I put on YouTube today, but he's also been playing lots of different shops lists, so we'll have to see. This hand had a survival. I would keep without a survival. What does this do exactly? Sack another creature. You can draw cards. I could cycle Hollow one with a turn 1 Deathrite Shaman. This one is a lot closer than some of our other 7-card fair keeps have been. If my opponent had revealed Lurrus, I would keep this hand. But I'm going to mulligan and look for something stronger. Well, that hand does nothing. In fact, that hand's awful. What a 5. Wow. Okay, we are being super punished here. I guess we'll go to 4. This hand plays a turn 1 hollow one. 4-card turn 1 hollow one. What do you think, chat? Is that where we're at in life? Should we just keep a strip mine and just... No, we probably want a basic forest. All right. The old hard cast hollow one on our Moldifor. I don't understand, but I do wish I had kept my fair 7. Cast. All right, can you beat it? Can you beat it? Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Ancient Tomb doesn't tell us which brew CRK is on. Okay, shops. Okay. Don't think Hollow One is winning here, but I'll give it my old college try. I definitely like that I mulliganed the way I mulliganed, though. Against shops, you really want to find that bizarre Vengevine draw, especially in game one. All right. Oh, Flesh Raker into a Soul Ring. Some reason I think things are about to get bad for us. They're at 10, but I also we're never gonna be able to attack again. We need the Phoenix. Activate Bazaar, bin Hogak, grab Phoenix, fly the Hollow One in there. That's what we need. Jeez. Things are bad. The One Ring. Yeah, things are very bad. I refuse to give up. We'll get one of them Dryad Arbors. In case we hit like Bizarre Hogak or something. Outland Liberator. Doesn't kill a One Ring though, so. But I didn't have any artifact for the Mask Vandal, so Mask Vandal guy in chat does not get any points. I could have like shot and maybe killed this key, but I don't. Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm dying. Kind of need to chump block and shoot probably. Uh-oh. Oh no, I think that's killing me. Pretty sure I'm dead to that. Pretty sure I'm dead to everything. Okay. All right. I've been bested. I don't know about that. I don't know what CRK's latest list has for stuff, but I'm going to bring in the Vigor, and I'm going to bring in the Oofs, and I'm going to bring in the Beseiju, and the Wastelands, and the Fury. And then I'm going to take... Ooh, this looks like a good twin shot matchup. Probably don't need the 7/7 large and in charge curator. Don't need this endurance. I actually think the Detective Phoenix is quite good here because it can fly over an army of O1s. But I do somehow have to cut 6 cards. I don't know how many ley lines. Are there any ley lines? There are 4 ley lines. Okay, on the play, I'm gonna do the Vengevine stuff out. And then on the draw, I might put it back in because we might need to sneak a victory. Have to see how this plays out. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I don't like this very much. Doesn't really. Maybe a Fury is good enough. It's probably not good enough if it's a Patchwork Automaton though. If it's like the other stuff, it's pretty good, like a Scrawling Crawler and Eldrazi Glaring Fleshraker. It's pretty good against. I might try this. I'm not sure this is good, but it's also quite good if my opponent like mulligans to Leyline. It's a very delicate balance here. A very delicate balance. All right, no leyline, unfortunately. I'm going to fetch out a Taiga so I can pump this Root Walla. Also lets me besiege you if I need to. Let's see how this plays out. Besiege you could be good, maybe at killing... I mean, killing a Patchwork might just be difficult, no matter what. All right, City, Mana Crypt, Glaring Fleshraker. Okay. And a top. I mean, if they just have two tops, we die. That would be unfortunate. Probably blind spin and find one. Or blind to draw and find one. I guess you have a spin and find one. Doesn't exactly work, right? Unless they have another spell. It's pretty brutal that I'm going to have to hit this Fleshraker even though it's only one creature with my Fury. Just because it presents so many ways of killing me. So I mean, I don't really like wastelanding here, but I feel like I have to wasteland here. Fury is going to be pretty big to get bestowing on. All right, so I think we want to Fury this Fleshraker. And are we going to wasteland? Yeah, I'm going to pump, so I think I'm going to wasteland the city and flame up the Root Walla and get in there. Now they have a Mana Crypt in play as well. 3 cards, a top, and they had spun. If I cycle this hollow one, I can bestow a Phoenix. Ancient Tomb is better for me because Ancient Tomb does deal itself damage. But they might have... I don't know. I think restricting the mana is good. It's not amazing, but it's probably good. Okay. So what's their next play now? If they have another Fleshraker, we're definitely in trouble. Not pumping is kind of rough for me, but I probably have to cycle the hollow one. Spin is a good sign. I don't think Beseiju as a removal spell interacts particularly well with any of the things that they do in their deck. Yeah, another Fleshraker, huh? And a draw? And a 0. Now we definitely need to get Phoenixing. I guess we can theoretically... Ooh. Ooh. All right. Yeah. Root Walla, survival. Root Walla, survival, Phoenix. I can then use the survival and the fury to make my hollow one bigger. And I can attack with this Root Walla. I can't use this Beseiju to kill a top with a trigger on the stat, or with the trigger with the activated ability because I don't have the mana. So, all right, play a Root Walla, play a hollow one, bestow my hollow one. This Phoenix has been pretty reasonable. They have to win the game on this turn. I killed one Fleshraker, but I just had to kill the Fleshraker. If they have 2 tops, I die. If they have a 1 ring, it's pretty bad, but they could die to Mana Crypt. Here's the first top. They have a spin here to look 1 deeper as well for a second top. I feel like if I had the mana to Boseiju, I probably had to pass with Boseiju up. I mean, if they don't kill me this turn or play a One Ring, they do die to the Detective's Hollow One. The Detective's Hollow One gets in again. Big. Gets over the spawns as well. It's been pretty good. Yeah. It's been quite good. So, do we bring back the Vengevines on the draw? Do we bring in Mindbreak Trap? Much better than Anger. Yeah, the flying mattered. I think I want the Mindbreak Traps. I don't know. I could see boarding the Vengevines back in just to try to scam a win, but it might just never be good enough against, like, all the O1s. And it's also weak to the ley line, so I'm not sure. This is turn 1 oof. I have to keep this no matter what. No ley line again. What do you got for us? Patchy boys? Patchy boys. No, Grim Monolith. Uh-oh. 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 No! No! All right, all right, all right. How do we want to play this? How do we want to play this? 2 cards in their hand. It's been okay. There's been a little lag here and there, but nothing that you can't play through. I feel like the game plan here is going to be Forest, Deathrite, go. See if they're willing to destroy it. And then try to hit them with something else. Let's see. Don't want to play a Mox. So they either chose not to destroy it or didn't have a way to destroy it. And then a One Ring? Oh, then a Scrawly Crawler. That could be a problem. Giving extra cards. So can I... Oh, I can't Fury this thing because it's 5 toughness. I drew a Fury. What do? I mean, I can kill this. I'm just worried it's too late. Maybe I should just hit the Scrawly Crawler and then play a Mox and a Survival, and then I can tutor for the removal spell for this. Hard cast a Fury? No, I think if I make them pitch their 1 card to Masticore, and I kill the Crawler, and then I tutor for an Outland Liberator, don't I just win? Feels winning. I guess once again, I am not supposed to play the Ruby. I kind of... Because they probably have a 0. Maybe they don't have a 0. I think I'll play the Ruby so I get another... I don't know if I'm supposed to play this Ruby or not. They pitched a Graph Digger's Cage on the Deathrite Shaman. I guess that's just fine. So depending on what they top deck here, should I hold the oof? And like in case I draw a different card. Oh wait, do I have a squee, right? So I should just get a squee. So I have one squee. So I can go squee. And then I guess I can't get it on my upkeep here, but that's okay. I drew an oof anyways. So I discard my squee. Yes. I should have gotten the squee with the Deathrite. I forgot to do that. I'm gonna get an Outland Liberator. And then I'm gonna play my Outland Liberator. And then if my opponent drew a 3-drop, it's bad if... This is kind of an interesting spot. So my opponent drew a 2-drop. It's bad if I let them go to the next turn. But if they didn't, then it's good because they lose the card. It might even be good regardless if it's like a 1 ring or something. Yeah, I definitely screwed up because if I had done the Deathrite Shaman, I would have gotten the squee and my upkeep back, and it would have been a lot better. I just didn't see that line, and I lost some value because of it. So I don't know if it's better to let my opponent discard here. I'm gonna... Like, aren't I just winning no matter what if I keep this survival? No, I think I'm supposed to let them... Ah, man, it's really close. It's like super, super close. Isn't it really close? Nope, it was a land. All right. I can kill this at any time, so that went really that was pretty good for me. So now I have the Masticore dealt with. I have an oof coming down, and I have a survival every turn with my squee. That looks game winning to me. Top. The oof should be able to deal with this, hopefully. Wish I had a second out. I do wish I had a second Outland Liberator. I cut the second Outland Liberator, and I wish I had a second Outland Liberator. This is the kind of spot where like a Ravager might be good. So I know their next card is a top. Is this a 1 ring? Oh, it's a Lodestone Golem. I see. Oh. I see. I can play the oof first and take 1 hit, and then I'm fine. It's actually not that bad. Like I could even just play the squee and block it every turn, right? I mean, I would have to draw mana for that, but let's start by discarding this thing and seeing what there is. Oh, we can play a Hogak. Later. So I'm just gonna get either a Disciple or I guess a Dryad Arbor is better. So I'm just gonna get a Dryad Arbor, play a Dryad Arbor, attack for 2, And then Beseju this lodestone. And then I can get a Gak going. This looks completely winning. The fact that my opponent didn't have a way to kill survival with their Argenta Masticore was the key here. But I think we could have like chump blocked and done things for this lodestone. I don't think the lodestone was the end all be all. But I do think this looks winning. So can we go Hogak and haste it this turn? I think we can, right? So if I get a Hogak... And then I play a Hogak. And then I discard this. Ah! No, I can get rid of the squee. That's fine. Or I can discard this twin shot. Boom! Let's go! This is the only thing I wanted to do for the whole stream, and we did it. So where's to Jordan, man? Where's to Jordan? Big. Okay, here we go. 5th and final round of our Vintage League with Survival of the Fittest. We have a survival. We're on the play. Is this hand good enough? I really don't like it. Really don't like it. I guess if they're on Jewel, it's kind of good, though. But if they're on, like, Oath or something, it'd be kind of bad. Let's try. I'm not going to play this root wall. I'm just going to have play a fetch land and pass. If they're on Bazaar, is this hand playable, though? Maybe it's just not. I could see mulliganing this hand. I would definitely keep this hand if my opponent was on Lurrus. It's really straddling the edge. It doesn't really do anything till turn 3. But it has Collect Roof against Jewel. Oh, man. Why are you like this? Maybe I can bait them into a Jewel and take it with a Dryad Arbor. I'm going to hold back on my fetch land in case I can get a Dryad Arbor Jewel steal. Well, if we have another land drop and they're on... If they go like... that's not going to play a Jewel here. Oh. It's actual factual workshops. That's a problem. That's a problem. Another actual workshop gamer. That's really bad for me. I feel like we had like a outside chance of winning versus a Jewel player, but because we could easily have gone Dryad Arbor, steal your Jewel, draw 3, get 3 mana, cast Collect Roof, probably win the game. Yeah, people unironically said unrestrict Trinisphere in my comments on that video. All right, I'm dead. All they know is I have green lands. I'm gonna bring in Vigors, extra lands. I'm gonna bring in... I don't really think I like oofs. I do like these Curators, though. I I think they're probably less aggro, so I'm not sure I need like a bunch of Furies or anything. Bring this guy in too. And then I think having access to an oof is good, but playing a bunch of oofs is bad. Shouldn't need an endurance. If they know what we're on, then we'll board out Vengevines later, maybe. But I want to keep them in this game while they don't know what we're on. And so for that, I'm gonna take out. I think this Reclaimer has been bad. I feel like I'd rather it be an Ignoble Hierarch or a Deathrite Shaman or something. So I got like one Squee. I don't feel like I need this Phoenix. Maybe one Red Root Walla. I don't know. That's probably crazy. Probably not supposed to go down that low. This hand. All right. I got this is our Reclaimer test here. We have a Force of Vigor, and we have the ability to go get a Bazaar, and we have things to do with a Bazaar. So, Sphere of Resistance. I'd rather play a Misty. So if I don't have to use my Vigor here, I can get a Bazaar, and then I can pay one for the Root Walla and free Hollow One returning Vengevine, right? So it feels like that is what I should do. Because what does a Vigoring these things matter? It doesn't feel like it matters very much. Activate Bazaar. I did not draw another green card, but now I don't have to play the Root Walla. I could just pitch Vengevine, double Moxen, play double Hollow One, return this, and then I still have Vigor up. Or I could play my Beseiju and get Cradle, like Not Me said. I think I'd rather just have Vigor up. I can hold the Beseiju. Not sure. Oh, what if I just hard cast Vigor? How much would I need? I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I wouldn't be able to hard cast Vigor unless I played my Root Walla. No, I can't do that. I think I'm gonna make the high value returns here. And then I'll just hold all of my other cards. Oh, I don't know. Like, is this Beseiju better in my hand, or like being able to get a Reclaimer going? Because I can just hard cast a Vigor. I don't actually need to use the Root Walla if I want. But like being able to have a Beseiju is really powerful. It's kind of be kind of close. I am leaning towards being able to grab a Cradle though. Okay, they were off it. All right, so now I think we take out the Vengevines. Maybe it's just silly. Maybe just always keep them in. This is the only matchup that I really wish I had 4 Vigors and I played it twice. I guess one was an Aggro Shops and one was a Prison Shops probably, but it's not really necessary to bounce up the Beseiju. Nah, I just like the idea of blanking Leyline and then playing more of this and then playing Phoenix. Do I want Trap? Kind of want the one first endurance. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure I like this plan exactly, but I highly expect ley lines, and I don't have 4 vigors. This hand does not have green. Oh, it does have green mana. Let's keep then. Thank you, Disciple of Freyalise. They mulled to 6. I did not have a ley line. They have 4 mana. It's not ideal. And they have Sphere. So here I will play. Should I just wasteland them? Probably need to. It's kind of bad for me to do this, but I kind of have to hope that they sphere lock themselves with this. Wasteland of their own is really bad for me because I can't play my death. Never mind, it's fine. I've drawn pretty well. Does make my collector kind of bad though. So they have to choose if they're going to wasteland me. Probably now they will. No, they're not going to wasteland me. I don't know if I want to wasteland them. So I can play a Deathrite and I can't really wasteland them. So I can play a Deathrite Shaman and another Rootwalla, or I can play a Survival, and then I can pitch Squee and find something. I could find an Outland Liberator. I kind of want to get a Deathrite Shaman in play, but maybe Survival is just better. Can get a Squee pitch right away, too. I don't have any more lands to tutor up. Can tutor up. I'm thinking Outland Liberator is the one I'm wanting to tutor up the most. Trying to get a Trigon Predator going. We have Dryad Arbor. That's true. Dryad Arbor's pretty bad into all these wastelands. But it might just be correct to get another land here. Really want to get an Outland Liberator. Yeah, maybe leaving one Vengevine in is totally reasonable. That's probably totally correct. It's all new to me. I'm probably better than the first endurance, unless my opponent's Crucible worldsing me, so. So I think I'm gonna get a Dryad Arbor, and then I'm going to get a Liberator. And I don't think I need to be able to activate the Liberator, so I think the Dryad Arbor is fine. Oh, I drew another Wasteland. Do I want to be able to activate the Liberator? Not really. They need to play a spell, or I flip into a Trigon Predator and win the game. Well, I mean, they got locked under their own sphere, right? I wastelanded their workshop, and they didn't have another workshop, so. I also drew multiple Moxen. I had a ruby in my hand, and I drew an emerald, which was just nuts. This is Stone Coil for 2. That's fine. Does mean that the Liberator doesn't flip, but I don't know if that matters at all here. I'm going to double wasteland them and turn the day into night and then win. Should I even oof them too? I don't want to cast a spell here. I kind of want to flip. Yeah, whatever. I'll flip. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can think from this spot, they can't do anything. Every turn I kill one of their things that's not their sphere. And I just I can tutor and play a Basking Root Walla on their turn. So I tutor for something, and then I pitch this Basking Root Walla and tutor for something. And then I probably get a Hogak and play a Hogak or something. Yeah. We played all 15 games of Magic, and we almost trophied. Almost trophied. We would have been pretty off to the races if you played Crucible there, Charlotte. That was crazy, though. It was a wild one. Not bad. This was pretty sweet. We did get one good game there where we played the Elvish Reclaimer, and it was quite good. I'm thinking that maybe the Ox and the Ravager are just bad ideas, and we can get a second Outland Liberator in the side. We can fix up some of our other choices. But overall, I mean, the Detective Phoenix was good. The Twin Shot didn't really come up, but there were some opportunities where it could have been good. The Freyalise was good. The GAC was very good. I think the first GAC is nuts in this deck. I would never play without the first GAC. The 4 Squeeze looked good. The 3 Blazing Root Wall didn't really hurt us too much, so that looked fine. The Dryad Arbor was good. The Visages were good. The Keen Curator was good the one time we played the Keen Curator. Did the Twin Shot come up? What'd we do? Did we Twin Shot something? Oh, we channeled it to make a Hogak. Yeah, I don't know. That probably shouldn't have happened, but I do think I like the Twin Shot. It answers a lot of, or not a lot of things. It answers some very problematic things, which is probably a good enough reason to include it. So yeah, maybe I'd make some small changes. If I knew there was going to be more Sphere Shops, I'd probably put those Vigors back in the sideboard. But overall, if your metagame is not playing a lot of combo, which this one wasn't, and if the combo is artifact based where Collector Roof could be pretty good, then this deck has some legs. Frog does still seem like a problem. Maybe you do simply have to play Pyroblast in your sideboard. That feels awful, by the way. I really do not want to play Pyroblast, but maybe you just have to play Pyroblast for Frog, and then I would like to find another Liberator, probably. I can put a second Liberator. None of the cards that we put in our thing were particularly bad. No, I just don't think the metagame calls for 4 Vigors at the moment. But yeah. Is Frog the best creature ever printed? Bro, Lurrus exists in this format. Come on. What are we talking about? Frog is just a very okay creature. It's just a good blue creature is the thing. It's just that this creature deck doesn't deal with the Frog particularly well. Oh yeah, it's Ragavan. Legacy players were so far ahead of the game. It's totally Ragavan. anyways, before I get canceled by legacy players, thank you for watching. This was a lot of fun. Admittedly, winning does help, and playing a cool brew and winning helps even more. Hope you enjoyed this video. More gameplay content on my YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will see you then.